In early March 2025, President Duma Boko of Botswana embarked on a working visit to the United States, aiming to strengthen bilateral ties and explore new avenues for collaboration. On March 1, 2025, President Boko arrived in Los Angeles, where he was scheduled to attend Botswana's historic satellite launch. However, the launch of Botswana's first-ever satellite was postponed to a later date. President Boko took the opportunity to tour SpaceX's rocket production and Starlink facilities, where discussions centered on positioning Botswana as a gateway for connectivity in southern Africa. The talks explored potential business opportunities within Starlink's expansion plans to Botswana, aiming to connect remote areas of the country. On March 6, 2025, President Boko was in Los Angeles and met with Dr. Patrick Soon-Shiong, a renowned entrepreneur and medical innovator. Their discussions focused on potential collaborations in healthcare, technology, and research, aiming to advance Botswana's health sector. Dr. Soon-Shiong expressed his honor in hosting President Boko and accepted the role of special advisor on healthcare for Botswana. He emphasized his commitment to bringing 21st-century healthcare to the country. While in Los Angeles, President Boko participated in a business meeting with potential investors organized by the Los Angeles County Economic Development Corporation. This platform allowed Botswana to showcase its interests in key sectors such as renewable energy, ecotourism, smart agriculture, minerals, and digitalization. The engagements led to valuable partnerships and potential business leads, leveraging Los Angeles's diverse economic ecosystem.
It means then that for any investor, we are offering a very stable, predictable environment, an environment that assures you that you are safe, that your investments are safe, that you are free and welcome to come and work with us and enter into sustainable, meaningful partnerships with us, that you can come to Botswana and do well, do exceedingly well while doing good. And this is critical. Botswana is a developing country, 2.4 million people. It has challenges of infrastructure, which were exposed fairly recently by the recent floods that hit the country. It became clear to us that we do not have climate resilient infrastructure. And so we have to invest and invest massively in infrastructure. And so these are opportunities. We also are looking to power the economy, because the economy has relied over the years on diamonds. And Botswana is the world's largest producer of diamonds by value. And so we've had some complacency over the years. We've over-relied on this single commodity, diamonds, which has in the recent past faced serious hurdles, headwinds, challenges, and the economy has been adversely affected. So we've had an economy that was immensely susceptible to these exogenous shocks, which have now manifested in the manner of the crisis that hit the diamond industry. And so we have to diversify our economy. We have to move with speed, with intention, deliberately, to diversify within the mineral space, because we have a lot of other minerals. We have natural gas, we have iron ore, we have a whole host of minerals in the country, which remain largely untapped. And so we will diversify away from the diamond reliance, but within mining as well. But we're also looking to diversify in areas like tourism, ecotourism. And Botswana offers you the very best, not just on the African continent, in the world. If you want the best safari, you want the best wildlife, the best wilderness, you want to see the majesty of nature, the beauty, go to the Okavango Delta, and you will be wowed, you'll be amazed. That's what Botswana has to offer in the tourism space. But we also are looking to power the economy on the twin engines of green space, the green economy, climate smart agriculture and renewable energy. We're looking to invest. We're looking for partnerships in that space. We are 99% reliant now, as I speak, on fossil fuel, coal-fired power stations. We want by 2030 to have an energy mix that gives us 50% of our energy drawn from renewables. That's a massive opportunity right there. We also are looking to power our economy by digitization, massive digitization. That's a major pivot point in our economy. And we by proceeding in this manner, look to achieve a number of things. First, we want to achieve efficiencies in the economy and do a lot of cost saving by ensuring that we leverage on technology, that we employ data analytics in agriculture, in health, and right across the whole spectrum of government services and activities. And we also, in the process, enhance service delivery and transparency. We want people to be able to interact with every government process and know where a project is, how much has been spent, have a blow-by-blow account of what is happening in relation to their resources, so that everything is out in the open and we have a more robust, a more transparent, a more credible democratic apparatus. And so these are but some of the issues that we have. And we look to business persons who have walked these paths. We look to you for creative solutions, for innovations, that we are open for business, but we plead that it not be business as usual, not old school, old type. It must be business as it should now unfold in this day and age, in this era of artificial intelligence, in this era of the fourth industrial revolution. And Botswana is willing, Botswana is ready, Botswana is able. It has a young and dynamic population, very educated people, some of them. This man sitting to my left was here, University of Southern California. Most of our people have studied in the United States. I studied at Harvard Law School many years ago, and so we have some links and affinities with the United States. And so we trust that we will continue to develop enduring, meaningful, mutually beneficial partnerships. And so thank you very much for being here today, and we trust that we will have these meaningful engagements that power us into the future. Thank you so very much.
Throughout his visit, President Boko met with Botswana residing in Washington and Los Angeles, encouraging them to contribute to their home country's economic development.
What do we have to do? We are faced with serious challenges. We've relied on our diamond wealth, the natural resource trap. We've stayed in that space for too long. We're not robust enough in diversifying. We didn't invest enough in climate resilient infrastructure. We saw with the recent floods. We've experienced a lot of corruption, lack of accountability, tone-deaf leadership at certain times. And we need to learn from some of these experiences. And some of these things happen because good people like yourselves saw, but chose to remain supine. You didn't speak out. You didn't join the chorus of those that felt that the country was taking a wrong turn. You saw it, you felt it, but you didn't do anything, you didn't do much, you didn't speak out. And I implore you this time around to take an active interest, and to speak out. This is your country. You are as responsible for it as the next person, all of us, collectively. And so we must pay particular attention to what happens to and in relation to some of the issues of our country. It's your responsibility, I challenge you. These little ones are growing up. What do we bequeath to them when we cease to care or count? What is it that we hand over to them? What kind of country? You need to pause and reflect on this. Are we being responsible stewards of the affairs of their country if we will give them a collapsed economy marked and defined by rapid levels of unemployment, youth unemployment, runaway levels of corruption? Are we being responsible stewards? Are we being responsible citizens? If we flee and come and find comfort elsewhere, and we forget where we come from, are we being responsible? And so we need to reflect on these questions. It's your task here to think about your country every day, every moment of your life, and appreciate that those you left behind look to you. You've been fortunate enough to come and be in the States and in other parts of the world, get exposure.
The visit culminated in Washington, D.C., where President Boko met with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. During their meeting, Secretary Rubio congratulated Botswana on the pending launch of its first satellite and reaffirmed the strong strategic relationship between the two nations, encompassing trade, security, health, and investment initiatives. President Boko returned to Botswana on March 10, 2025, having completed his diplomatic mission to the United States.